In music, you can get there in a few years. And you know that the more effort you put in and the more intelligent effort you put in, the quicker you're going to get to a result. With that knowledge, you guys can do anything, because you can apply that to whatever field of study and profession you want.
So I am delighted now to introduce some of our students to talk about
I
slam.
have several dance clubs and Spanish honor society and much more. For all of us, time management and scheduling was the biggest challenge while preparing this piece. This challenge added a lot of stress and anxiety, knowing that we had to make the most out of every rehearsal. Time management and scheduling was very nerve-wracking, and through slam we were able to find a place where we could de-stress, enjoy something we all love to do, and have fun all while being productive. Ishban, our coach, always encouraged us to put our all into the music, making us forget about everything else that was going on. We will now be playing Mozart's String Quartet No. 3 in G major. Thank you, I hope you enjoy.
Experiences and try and link music to my life and, importantly, my career. And hopefully, there's some connections there that you guys can hold on to. Because even though music only occupies a tiny fraction of my day-to-day, when I get a chance to practice, and I play cello in the Lake Forest Civic Orchestra as a way to sort of escape from the day-to-day of business and other things in life. But the things that I have learned playing in an orchestra and music throughout my life, I've really been able to translate into so many things that I do in life. And I'll try and do some practical examples.
Well, my name is Chester James. I'm 15 years old and I play the oboe. And I've been with the People's Music School for 6 years. And in preparing for this performance, I think the hardest part was playing one of our pieces, which is the Paul Hindemith piece. And at first, actually, I was really terrified. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. Like, when we first played it, I was actually shocked. I was like, this is it? Oh.
I didn't know what I was going to be when I grew up. I knew what I could do, and I knew what I was good at, and I was good at playing piano. I got a music scholarship to go to college. I got all the best grades, all the scores, all the juries, all the, you know, all that. But what was I going to do? And believe me, my parents often asked me that too. What I do now doesn't involve a piano, but it does involve everything I learned as I became a pianist. Sometime soon, I'm going to come back to the school and I'll tell you what happened from point A to point B, when I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I could play piano, to point B, where I am now and what I do. It's a pretty good story, but it's not for today.
I am part of the string ensemble, and I want to tell you one of the challenges that we faced in preparing for this recital. So we had to bring all our different personalities together to convey one message through our piece. We have 4 violins and 2 violas, which isn't really a normal ensemble. We had to bring 6 different personalities to play this piece. In order to do this, we had to figure out the role of each person in our ensemble. Personally, my sister is also in the ensemble. We usually don't agree with many things, but during rehearsals, we had to put our differences aside and come together along with our fellow peers to make music. Musically, we had to listen carefully to each part and notice who had the melody and who had the accompaniment throughout the piece.
Remember these extra things we were doing. So as part of that, you know, I was able to kind of develop in other ways. And so the reason I bring that up is, like, I've always felt like my mind has kind of worked a little bit differently than others. And one of the things that I found with practicing is adding a certain regimen to my day. I mean, I've always kind of struggled with staying focused at things, staying focused at school, studying, staying regimented around that. And I found that actually music, as you guys know, it's part mental, but it's also part physical. You're building this muscle memory.
Violin, and I am 17 years old, and I have been in the People's Music School for 7 years. I would like to introduce first my senior string quartet, and we will be performing the Berlin String Quartet number 2. This is personally one of my favorite pieces because of how expressive it is. This also presented a challenge for our chamber group to convey the overall musicality of the piece.
is 40 years later, I realized, oh my God, I would have never been offered that show on Food Network if I hadn't had the skills that my dad pushed me to have. And, you know, having a TV show, it doubled my book sales, my reservation, you know, my restaurants were filled with reservations. But one of the most important things is it paid for my kids' college. So I have a son, Gio, he's 20. And I literally sent him off to school, to college 3 years ago with a t-shirt that says Food Network paid for my college. I want to put it back, ask me about it.
My name is José Morales. I'm 15 years old. I've been playing in the People's Music School for about, I don't know. I remember I started in the 2nd grade. Now I'm in 9th grade. Challenge I faced in preparing for this recital was listening to my ensemble. This challenge was kind of hard for me because at the beginning I was supposed to audition for Slam, but I automatically went to Slam, which was a great offer that I received, and so it was all new stuff for me, and so I started to fit in and all that. And what was really hard at the beginning was following the music, following everyone that's around.
Estuve aquí escuchando toda la música bella y a la vez estuve ahí, ¿no? Y por fuera se puede ver unos patos y empecé a pensar, ¿qué es que hace un pato? Bueno, nadan, volar quizás, y estuve imaginando una situación, ¿ok? Podemos imaginar la situación lo siguiente. Un pato. Bueno, cuando tenía, no sé, 1 año, 2 años de edad, me enseñaron a volar. Y todo el tiempo estuve volando, aire, pasando bien mi vida, pero ya soy adulto. Ya soy mayor. Ya no vuelo. Porque eso es para los profesionales, los voladores profesionales. Qué lástima sería si fuera así. Pero no es así. Los patos aprenden a volar cuando joven y luego siguen volando toda su vida, ¿no? Eso así debería ser, y así debería ser con la música. ¿Ok? Han aprendido a volar ustedes y ya es el momento de volar, de pasar el resto de tu vida volando, haciendo música. Hacemos música porque es música, no solamente porque nos ayuda a estudiar o lo que sea, profesionalmente o nos pagan. No por eso. Lo hacemos porque nuestra cultura nos hace ser humanos en vez de, no sé, robots, ¿no? Eso es lo que nos hace ser diferente.